Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are doing all right. I'm going to jump right into my watch list for today. Honestly, I really don't love that much out there. There's a lot of names that are pulling in a little bit or consolidating, rejecting. I mean, we have all those mineral names. USAR. I mean, this was already up about 4 days anyway out of this little base, but we had that gap up and gave a lot back. Now we got to see some consolidation there. We have, a lot of these names that just, attempted to push out of their bases and gave back a lot of the move in this minerals, metals names. We have names like, APLD that try to break out of this range and pretty much cleared out this left side peak and those prior 52-week all-time highs. But if we do go into the weekly charts on these type of names, we have Cipher, which kind of looks like it's trying to flag really nicely on the weekly. We have Hut, we have things like Riot, and I just think that we need some sort of consolidation across across this. I mean, many baskets, but all these, even the ASTS and Lunar PL. What happened here? There we go. Like ASTS and Lunar PL. I think these need some time to consolidate now. So I think it's good that things are pulling in, but regardless, I like to make a watch list. I like to see, what's showing strength. So two PRs out this morning, two gappers, RDW and RR. So RDW was selected for Missile Defense Agency 151 billion multi-vendor shield to support homeland defense. So we're getting a little bit of a pick back up. So far it's trying to support this 10-day. And ideally, I'd like to see this tighten up. But I want to see how the action is off of open. If it's very strong and it starts trending, I'm just going to, at first keep an eye on it. But if it starts to join, I may join, but I really don't know how much power it may have. CDU is actually another one in that basket that, gave back a lot of its move, and it looked like it, was going to, pivot out of this little bit of a flag, but it just came back in with the rest of the basket. And I just think we need at least 1-2 more days out of a lot of these names. So curious to see how this one reacts with, the entire basket giving back its move. RR, robotics name, collaborates with Microsoft to advance agentic AI in real-world robotics application. Pretty much supported right on this, this little bit of a trend line, and the volume was decreasing a little bit after we had this, big volume, not big but decent range sized move. Overall, I mean, not the best of daily charts here. That 45 is key. It's just been in this base for a few months now, so I'll keep an eye on it. If it does start to trend over 440 and volume kicks in, then potential interest there. But again, I don't know how much fuel these two might really have. It's just the only ones with pre-market action that I may be interested in. Then we have Jumia. This has been pretty choppy since September now, but starting to tighten up here. We're putting in kind of higher lows. It keeps on wicking off this 12 and 50 moving average, and the 50 is just slowly creeping up. So over that 13 level, which has been a pretty decent key, then I would potentially be interested in joining that. ASTI came out of its little bit of a choppy flag on Thursday, had a PR, and then it came back in, had a private placement at around 550. So two scenarios: either we reverse today and start to trend back over 6 for a potential reversal, or we open up a little lower and we start supporting on that private placement level, which is also the moving average. So just going to keep an eye on this for maybe either one more day of tightness down here, or just a reversal and trend join there. And then BE, very nice move off of the December lows down here, and tried to break out of this left side peak and kind of came right back in. And now the last 2 days, it's kind of just been trying and rejecting. I really kind of want to see it build out a little bit more, but I'm going to keep an eye on that 48s level to see if it does reclaim, retest, and support for a potential trend higher. But I would kind of, ideally like to see some more consolidation there. And that's pretty much what I got. I'll pass it over to Josh.
Good morning. Really short watch list for me today. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I just have two names that I'm really watching off the open. Judah listed some names like RR and RDW with PR, so there's no need for me to recap those, but I will go over FIG-R, which has a nice trend going for it, and it's bouncing right off the 10-day moving average. This undercut and continue has been kind of a sound strategy for the past couple months. It looked like there was some pressure and speculative names yesterday, but this was one that held quite well. So I will be watching this off the open. The other name that I'll be watching is Baba. Same type of thing. Undercutting the 10-day moving average and bouncing while emerging markets and China names are strong. So I'm not opposed to looking at this for a long versus ideally yesterday's close 171.37 and dips for higher lows and higher highs. And then the last one that I'll be watching is this VNet, which is another Chinese equity, and I'll see if this gets some traction. Nothing that I'm in love with here, nothing that I think you need to be forcing, but that's what I got for this morning and just passing it right along.
That's all we got for today, Josh. Thank you for joining. Hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you guys all in the room.